at ISKCON Chicago, Sri Sri Kishore Temple, and welcome to those who are watching online and those who are present here. So we'll continue to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 74, text number 3. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Janmadya Sanatitaratasya Chartasya Avijñāsarat Tene Brahma Hridiyadikavaye Munti Yashraya Tejobari Mridayamata Vinivaya Yatra Trisargamusaha Dhamnasena Sadani Singastam Kukam Satyam Param Dhimahi. Nigama Kalpotar Galitam Palam Sukha Mukhadravamritam Samritam Pivat Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muraho Rasika Bhuvibhavuka. Please repeat. Sa Bhavan Ravindakyo Dinanamisa Maninam Dhate Anusa Sanam Bhumam Tadayatyanta Bidambanam Savavan Ravindakyo Dinanam Isamaninam Dhatti Anusasanam Bhumans Tadatyanta Bidambanam Savavan Ravindakyo Dinanam Isa Maninam Dhatti Anusasanam Bhumams Tadatyanta Bidambanam. Savavan Ravindakyo Dinanavi Samistinam Dhatti Anusasanam Bhumangsam Tadatyanta Vidambanam. Savavan Ravindakyo Dinanamisa Maninam Dhatti Anusasana Bhumamsam Tadatyanta Vidambanam. Savavan Ravindakyo Dinanamisa Maninam Dhatti Anusasana Bhumams Tadatyanta Vidambanam. What word meaning? Saha He Bhavan yourself Arabindakya, the lotus-eyed Lord, Dinanam, of those who are wretched, Isa, rulers, Maninam, who presume themselves, Dhatte takes upon himself, Anusasanam, the order, Bhiman, Bhuman, of all pervading one, Tat, that, Atyanta, extreme, Vidambanam, pretense. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. That you, the lotus-eyed Supreme Lord, accept the orders of wretched fools who presume themselves rulers is a great pretense on your part. O all-pervading one. Purport. Srila Prabhupada writes, Yudhishthira said, O Krishna, you are unlimited, and although we sometimes think of ourselves as royal kings and rulers of the world and become puffed up over our paltry position, we are very poor in heart. Actually, we are fit to be punished by you. But the wonder is that instead of punishing us, you so kindly and mercifully accept our orders and carry them out properly. Others are very surprised that your Lordship can play the part of an ordinary human. But we can understand that you are performing these activities just like a dramatic artist. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Chakkurumritam Jena Tasmai Sri Guruve Nama Sri Chaitanya Manavishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayangrupam Kadamayang Dadati Sapadantikam Vandeyang Sri Guru Sri Sutta Padakamalam Sri Gurung Vaishnavang Cha Sri Rupam Sagra Jatam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devang Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Sri Visakanitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastude Tapta Kanchani Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Panchakalpatari Vasacha Krupa Sindhu Evacha Vaditanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Nama Nama Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gauravakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Everybody, it will be tastier. Bhagavatam will be tastier if you more nicely chant. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukhaṁ karoti vācālaṁ pangulang yatigirim jatkrupatamang vande Gurudeva Dinatarane jatkrupatamang vande Paramananda Madhavang. Om Narayanang Namaskrityam Narochava Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraet Nashta Prayesu Avadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasoke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. This morning we are discussing text number 3. There is important word. Every word of Bhagavatam is very important. But here we will discuss in this verse Sa Bhavan Ravindakyo. Number one, why Yudhishthira Maharaj addressed Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as Aravindakyo. Aravinda Akya. Aravinda means lotus. Akya means eyes. Translation is here that you, the lotus-eyed Supreme Lord, accept the order of wretched fools who presumes themselves ruler is a great pretense on your part, O all-pervading one. Here Yudhishthira Maharaj is addressing Lord Krishna as lotus-eyed, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, lotus-eyed one. Jiva Goswami, our acharyas, was a very great scholar. He is explaining why Yudhishthira Maharaj said lotus-eyed eye. Krishna has lot of names, many names, unlimited names. Devaki Nandan, Krishna is addressed as Devaki Nandan, Vasudeva, Hrishikesha, Madan Mohan. So many unlimited names. What is the importance of saying here lotus-eyed Krishna? When you call your son, like Prabhu Lochan Prabhu, he used to call his son's name as Narayana. So sometimes, and our Sivananda Prabhu, you used to call your son who was here before Krishnadas. But before that, you sometimes, when you are very pleased with your son, what you will say? Simply you say Krishnadas. You may call like that Krishnadas, or you may call that Narayan. Or if you are angry, you say Krishnadas. Or if you are very pleased, my dear son Krishnadas, my dear son Narayana. So you are using one adjective, my dear son. That is the adjective before calling your son's name. Is it not? This indicates that you are very pleased with your son. Correct? So that is why here Jiva Goswami, he is explaining why Yudhishthira Maharaj said like this, oh lotus-eyed Krishna. That means Yudhishthira Maharaj is very pleased with Krishna. So that's why he is using adjective like oh lotus-eyed. Got it? Oh Aravinda. Aravinda. There is very nice words. Aravinda. Oh lotus-eyed. And Krishna's eyes are just a lotus. And his navel is also lotus. Aravinda Nava Padaravinda. And his lotus feet also, his feet is also lotus. It comes. Because why? In Sukadeva Goswami and Sutta Goswami, Vyasadeva, why he composed like this? Because lotus is very nice to see. When you have a look towards a lotus, your mind will be very peace and calm and will be very happy to see a lotus. Is it not? So that's why we say lotus feet of Krishna. Padaravinda. Aravinda Nava Padaravinda. That is so very nice verses. Like that, here lotus, Aravindakya, that lotus side Lord. This, okay, next line is saying, Dina Nama Isa Manina. Here, Dhatte Anusasanam Bhumas. Bhumams. Why? What is the meaning of bhumams? Bhumams is also is explained like that by Jiva Goswami. Bhumams means where are you getting the energy? From Bhumi, from the earth. If earth will not produce any grains or crops, will you able to sustain your life? Where in other words, earth is the source of your energy. So Bhumams, here Krishna is addressed as Bhumams. Why? Because he has unlimited energy, unlimited potency, continued potency, never exhausted. His energy is the source of energy is never exhausted. Like we have some energy, when you do not eat for 1 or 2 days, so you will feel very tired. Your energy is being exhausted. Whereas the energy of Krishna is never exhaustible. It continued. So bhumams, that's the meaning of bhumams here. Then here we will discuss there are three types of energies of Krishna. Mainly 8 types of energy it is that been described in Bhagavad Gita, like Bhumir aponalo bhayo khamma nabudriyocha ahankara ityamanye bhina prakritra ashtara. Bhumi, earth, water, fire, air, ether, all these are 8 fold of energy of Krishna. Whereas, if categorically you will divide energy of Krishna, it is mainly 3 different type of energy. What are those? That one is internal energy, another is external energy, another is marginal energy. So internal energy is Radharani, Krishna, the supreme person. The eternal energy of Krishna is Radharani, the pleasure potency of Krishna. Then another one is like external energy. Khetra Gyankha Tatha Para, Khetra Gyankha Tatha Para. Avidya karma sangyana tritya saktirashyate. Avidya karmana sangyana. Avidya means inert, material inert, or stable. Avidya, material inert or inert material you can say. These are what? This is also external energy of Krishna. And one in between these two energy, internal and external, living entity, who is known as we, the living entity, is known as superior energy. In fact, we are superior energy. This energy sometimes will become spiritual or transcendental, sometimes become illusion. So in the middle stage, either you can sometimes, when you are more devoted to Krishna or doing devotional service, you are ecstatic, you are getting the power of spiritual power. That means that stage is called superior energy. And when you are involved with so many material illusion, then you are being associated with illusion, your mind is deluded and you acquire the sense of inertness. Although you the same living entity in your body, sometimes your mind doesn't work. Some people or your friend will be saying, Prabhu, Prabhu, your mind will be somewhere, other place. So that is the stage of inertness. You are deluded. So here it has been elaborately, nicely described about these Bhumanas. Like why I am telling, Srila Prabhupada has explained about in Sankhya philosophy. What the thing is, difference between Kshetrajna. Kshetra means field and knower of the field. This body is field of activity. You, the living entity, as a superior energy, so you are Kshetrajna. Similarly, he gave another analogy, energy and energetic. There is a difference between energy and energetic. Krishna is energetic, and here energy, there is a difference means energy, there are different type of qualities of energy are there. But in absolute realm, there is no difference between energy and energetic. But the energy have multifarious qualities. Sometimes you are saying, oh, he is very stronger. is very less stronger. He has more energy, less energy. So there is quality is there. But difference is there in relativity world. This relativity material world, it is different. Energy and energetic. But in spiritual world, in absolute world, there is no difference. Like for example, there is a very nice statement Prabhupada explained, like there is no difference in subject and object in absolute world. Brahma is both he is subject and he both is object also. But in relativity world, there is a gulf difference, subject and object. Who is the subject? Subject is the superior energy, whereas object is inferior energy or inert material things. But in absolute realm, it is everything same. Very hard to understand. Little philosophy. So, how is that like, in absolute world, everything is same? How? I can give just simply, I can explain by Guru's and Prabhupada's mercy. In absolute world, why there is no difference between energy, energetic, subject and object, and good and bad? Why? In relativity world, it is difference there. What is the main cause? The main cause is there is no illusion. There is no illusion in absolute world. And there is no, here we can find one word particularly Prabhupada used in purport. Whether we are puffed up, became puffed up over our paltry position. Paltry position means, oh, if I am a president, I am puffed up. Oh, I am ruling over everybody. Huh? And if I got some position, some power, I am getting puffed up. I am misutilizing that. Why? What is that? Where it is this paltry position is causing? And why you are so stubborn, obstinate? Some devotees very, like me, I was like that, one of them. I admit myself. Long, some years before, when I was young. I want this, I want this, I want this, I want that. Why stubborn? Obstinacy. Why it is coming from? Where it is coming from? This is coming from your past karma, past activities. Correct? So, in your past life, if you are involved with so many sinful activities, so many illusory things, and you are involved with so many illusory things, that tendency will still persist inside your body. That obstinacy or stubbornness is coming from your past activities, past involvement with illusion. Whereas in absolute world, when you will be transcendentally situated and when you have the position of sthiti prajna, as described in Bhagavad Gita, then you will have good judgment power. There is, in that state, in transcendental realm, you will never distinguish between good and bad. If something is happening good, you are becoming happy. But if something happening bad to you, you are in a very awkward position. You are thinking, very distressed. But if you will be well situated in transcendental realm, like sannyasis are in movement, there never are any yogis. They are not disturbed by all this. Whether you get $100 or don't get $100. Okay, you always think whatever it comes, it is because of my mercy of Krishna. All your vision will be oriented to the Supreme Person of Godhead. In that state, you will not able to distinguish cold or heat. Okay, now it is cold seasons. Okay, oh, I'm in hot season. I am getting very hot. Like that, you will go beyond that stage. You will not be disturbed. Your mind will not be disturbed. That is called absolute world. And when you enter into that absolute world, then there is no difference. There is no difference, subject and object. Object is this table is object, inert matter. Subject is you. Then you can forget everything in that state. That's the reason. And uh, here, this when we are in poultry position, we are very puffed up, because we are involved with Maya, illusory energy. Everything we think it belongs to me. I have no renunciation. Everything I want, I am very greedy to achieve everything. That's the position we are feeling about. Again, in this bhumans, that's what here Prabhupada is explaining. This, there is a very nice verse. What is that? Tadvid Badanti Tadvidas. Badanti Tadvidas. Tattam Badanti Tadvidas Tattam Yas Jnanam Advayam Brahmati Paramatmeti Bhagavan iti Sabdati. Three things are there that distinguish the level of devotees. What? Their level of consciousness. What are the first consciousness level? Like those are less intelligent. Less intelligent. For them, that is recommended to come to temple. Like, I'm not saying. It is scripture is saying. Prabhupada saying. Like Vaishya, business class people. Vaishya Tatha Sudra. And Stri Vaishya Tatha Sudra. Bhagavad Gita said. They are Stri, like female genders, and or you can say women's, and or business class peoples, or you can Sudra means the lower class of people. They have less intelligence. So for them it is recommended to come to temple. Why? When they come to temple, they can admit, oh, here is the Supreme Personality Godhead. Here is the Supreme Authority. Their ego will fall crushed. And slowly, they will develop Krishna consciousness. Correct? For them, it is recommended. But those who are little advanced in their consciousness, what they do? And also, here, Brahma stage, here one more point Prabhupada pointed out, like Hiranya Garbhas. Hiranya Garbhas, who are Hiranya Garbha? They are like medicants, yogis, are student of Upanishads. Student of Upanishads college or school. So they meditate upon. They don't want to go, oh, no, I'm not interested to go temple or anywhere, to any pilgrimage place. They go to like Himalaya hill and they meditate upon Paramatma, localized feature of Krishna as Paramatma feature. But those who are more advanced are just like our Krishna's devotee, like you, Krishna's devotee. What they do? They are interested in service, devotional service. Bhagavan, it is sabdati. They want to go Bhagavan stage. They just like sun, when you are, Prabhupada gave analogy, when you see the sun in the sky, you are fast, you cannot see what is inside the sun. Your eyes will be dazzled by the effulgence of sun. The sun rays is just like Brahma stage. And if you more advanced, like what now India is also making one, trying to go near to the sun with the Aditya or some spaceship or something. Then they are trying to research. But inside the sun, what is there? That is Paramatma stage. And when you enter inside the sun globe, That our Bhagavatam is stating sun god is there in that sun globe, and there are so many other persons also there, personalities. They are like we are inhabitants of this material world. We have this body which is suitable to this atmosphere. Like some aquatics is suitable, they have particular body, they are able to stay inside the water in the lake, Michigan. Similarly, there are some living entities also there in sun globe. They have fiery body. What is that? The fiery body which is suitable to that hot planet, hottest planet, you can say. So there are some inhabitants. They have some particular type of body. So yeah, they are there. So what I was trying to say, Bhagavan, in the Bhagavan stage, what when the devotees perceive Krishna is present in this Archa Vigraha, he is ready to render service to Archa Vigraha. He has to feed, he has to make him sleep, he has to worship and do arti, everything. That is the highest stage. What is that? Highest stage of these three. Brahma, Paramatma and Bhagavan. That is the Bhumas. And Tad, last line, Tad Atyanta Vidambanam. Atyanta Vidambanam. Here in this verse, last line, Atyanta Vidambanam. Vidambana means, what is the literal meaning Prabhupada wrote? Pretense. Krishna pretends. Krishna pretends. Like in purport, Prabhupada says, like a dramatic artist. When foolish persons, foolish rulers of this universe, when they are very puffed up, oh, I am the ruler, I am the king, I am this, that, so Dehatma Bhuti, Kunopetri Dhatuke, whenever they have this type of mentality, worldly conception, what happens? They give sometimes rule, they give orders to Krishna, the Supreme Personal Godhead. They think Krishna is one of them, like a human form. Abhagyanati Mamura, Manusim Tanumasrita. They think that Krishna is just like an ordinary person. He's like a human form like us. When Krishna takes human form. Param Bhava Ajanato. They don't know why, what is what. Why Krishna is so powerful, why Supreme Lord, how to behave him, how to treat him. They forget. Param Bhava Ajanato. So they don't know. So, but at that time they give order to Krishna. But Krishna, out of his kindness, like I will give analogy, Prabhupada has given, like your son. Your son is sitting on your lap in a small baby palm. You tolerate everything. Sometimes he's kicking you, sometimes he's passing stool, sometimes passing urine. But on your lap, that means you have to tolerate everything. Or you will I will slap him. Hey, why did you make stool on my lap? No, you have to tolerate everything out of affection. Similarly, Krishna also, out of affection, he tolerates everything. All the bad behaviors, bad activities, misbehavior of all living entities, he tolerates. As a Ham Bija Pradapita, he is the supreme father of all living entity. So he tolerates. Like, like here, Yudhishthira Maharaj is telling, oh Krishna, we have done so many, we have given you order, like an ordinary person. Like Krishna one time, he went to Duryodhana. Duryodhana as a messenger of Yudhishthira Maharaj. Please, Duryodhana, give 5 village to them, they will be happy with that. As a messenger, he went. The Supreme Personal Godhead accepted that position. But here, one question is coming. Who are wretched fools? Sometimes orders come from wretched fools. Wretched fool, those who are rulers of wretched fool. I will give some example. Any personality who gave was a very wretched fool, of course, Yudhishthira Maharaj is not like that. But Yudhishthira Maharaj is thinking himself as a number one fool, because he is giving the order to Krishna to become his messenger to. Of course, Krishna accepted that position out of his own kindness. However, then some rulers are there like they are wretched fools. Can you give some example? Who gave order like that, such orders to Krishna? Do this, do that. Think of. Mataji, any example? Like who gave like Richard, who was a Richard fool, and he gave orders to Krishna. And Krishna did that patiently. Some examples, please think of. I have collected some example also. Like number one, Duryodhana. Duryodhana, he out of his adamant nature, what did he say? Krishna, you have to come tomorrow for the lunch in my home. Krishna said, Krishna, but of course in this case Krishna did accept that. Why? Because of his behavior. He didn't come, and rather he went to Vidura's house. Although Vidura had not invited him to take his lunch. And another instance, Jarasandha. He ordered to fight with Krishna. Okay? So many times Krishna fought with him, but he was not killing him. That is what we read before. He was waiting patiently. When I will give these rewards to Bhimasen, his devotee Bhimasen. He want to give his opportunity to his devotee. He want to give credit to his devotee to fight against Jarasandha. So he patiently tolerated it. Jarasandha said, "You fool! You are ranchod! You are running away from the battlefield. Okay, you are not fighting with me." So Krishna accepted. This role police. Another one is in our in Lord Rama's incarnation, Kaikeyi, his mother, stepmother, Kaikeyi, he ordered to Lord Rama go and vanish for 14 years in forest. So Krishna, out of his compassion and respect to his father's word, he accepted that position. He went without asking anything. Got it? And gopis sometimes teased. Of course, they are not fools, wretched fools. However, gopis sometimes they chastise Krishna. Right? One time Krishna killed one demon in form of a cow. They said, "Hey, don't touch us! Don't touch us! Krishna, you are a murderer of a cow. Go and you killer of a cow. You have to do some atonement. Then you can come and touch." Like that. That's why Krishna. So like that. This is very nice leaders. And here, how Krishna asked. Okay, another last word is like this Atyanta Vidambana. Atyanta Vidambana means like Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur saying, wow, what a great things. You are just like, he's explaining that Yudhishthira Maharaj is thinking himself, oh, because we gave you order and you are doing out of your compassion for us, but what the other people will think about us? And look, suppose President Joe Biden is in front of you and you are giving to him order, do this, do that. What the other people will say? Think of you. They will laugh at you. What is this person? This is giving order to president? That means you will become a laughing stock. Is it not, Mother? You will become a laughing stock in front of other. Correct? That's why the people say, why? What is he a mad person? They will say you are a crazy person. You are giving order to president, temple president, or you are giving order to temple commander. Is it not? You will become a laughing stock. because they will think, you don't have brain, or you must be a crazy person. Like in India now, some parties they are fighting for election. One is Rahul Gandhi. The people they make fun of him. Why? Because he although he was a supreme of his party, but people make fun of him. Why? Because his words are crazy, and whatever he's saying is not worthy, and he doesn't know what he's speaking of. So like that, when you act like that, then they will think you are a crazy man. So therefore, Yudhishthira Maharaj, Atanta Vidambana, then saying, no, Vishwanath Chakravarti, Yudhishthira Maharaj feeling lonely himself, like our Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He wrote a very nice song, Gopinath Mama Nivedana Suno. In that song. So in that song, he is feeling very lonely. Now I don't have any means. I have so many lowest than others. I am not able to control my sense. Visaya Durjana. Like that, I am the most unwanted. Visaya, I am involved with material senses. And Durjana, I am also one of the very wretched person. Who is saying? Bhaktivinoda Thakur is writing in his song. Do you think that he is like that? He is considered as a seventh Goswami. So he is a most exalted personality, but he is feeling very lowly. That is the symptom of a devotee, pure devotee. So a pure devotee never thinks that I am ruling over this temple, I am this, I am that. He always thinks Krishna gave me the opportunity to serve devotees. That's the position of a temple president or temple commander, anything. If they will pop up, then what will happen? They will fall down. Okay? Like King Bina. King Bena was killed later on by all the sages when he was giving very hard time to all sages, everything. So that will come. When devotees will get annoyed, they will kill him. This is the Bhagavatam stating. So here, Atyanta Pidambana also another thing, laughing stock. So we don't want to be laughing stock. And why are you becoming like that? Why we are not punishing? Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying, why you have right? You can punish us because if we are doing some misdeed things. But you, out of your compassion, you are tolerating everything, just like a dramatic artist. Like Kunti Maharani is saying in his one of his prayer, what is that? Maya Javanika Chanam. Maya Javanika Chanam. Agya. Agya. Maya Javanika Chanam. Agya. Agya Adhyakhaje. Agya Adhyakhaje Abhayam. And na lakhe se na lakhe mudha drusa na lakhe mudha drusa nato dhara jatha. That verse is stating nato dhara. Krishna is the natavara. Natavara is the greatest dancer. He nobody can dance like Krishna. Sometimes gopis they used to make him dance. And he also dance. But a very nice point, I want to say, one time Sridhama was there. Very nectarian, first time. Sridhama was there. Hey Krishna, out of his love, he's saying, friend, you, what type of dance you are doing? Everybody, all the three worlds, all the Brahmandas, they could know that Krishna is the Natavara. He is the greatest dancer. Everybody appreciated, but Sridhama was there. He criticized. Hey, you learnt everything from my sister, from my elder sister. Who is the elder sister of Krishna? No, sorry, Sridhama. Elder sister of Sridhama is Radharani. You have learnt everything, all this dancing thing from Radharani. So you are saying, you are greatest dancer. So Radharani, in other words, she is the greatest dancer. She taught everything to Krishna. That's what she said. This is very nice pastime. Nato Natya Dharajatha. So like in drama, in a dramatic stage, when some artist comes, or when some character comes, Like you go to Bollywood, no, Hollywood. In Hollywood, you will find so many so many persons. They will be they will say figures. So the characters. What they do? They put so many different type of dress, sometimes space suit or something like that. And kids they go and stand near them and take pictures. They give $1 or $2, whatever. So that can anyone person identify who is the real person inside that dress? No. When there is a drama, when there is a on the pandal, when is a so at that time you may know one of your friends. Suppose in Sunday school, kids are doing something here in drama in our festival time. Sometimes you cannot recognize who is that person. He has very nice costume. I'm not able to recognize him. Are you able to recognize? No, sometimes you cannot recognize. Then, but really, in fact, oh, he is that. Oh, that was his. Narayana was there. My son was there. I could not recognize. So, like that. So, Krishna is also distinguished. He remains like disguised. In that means he is pretending in front of Pandavas. Oh, I am not Raj. I am just like an ordinary person. Whatever, as a ticket, you are Yudhishthira Maharaj, you are the elder brother. So I am the younger brother. In family relationship, whatever you say, I will accept. So this is disguise of Krishna. But in other words, we are not able to know Param Bhava Ajanato. We don't know the greatest quality of uh, Krishna. He is just putting one curtain in front of us. We are not able to know. Correct? Like example. Can you give some example? Like how Krishna disguised, and you cannot disguised in different form. Although like Krishna, the Supreme Personality Godhead, we are not able to know him. Some examples. Yes, give. Yeah. In Lila, in its past times. I'm just telling you, from past times. Correct, very nice example. Tulsi Maharani. Tulsi Maharani was a very chaste lady. She was very chaste. And her husband is Jalandhar, one of the demon, Jalandhar. And demigods, they are not able to fight against him, not able to kill him. So what to do? So they came to Krishna. Then Krishna thought of a plan. Okay, Krishna, he can do everything. He's Guru Krama. He can do miraculous things. He's Yogeshwara. He knows how to kill other. Then he became like Jalandhar, that demon type. Yeah. Then he, of course, it was a pastime, and it was the desire of Tulsi. She was the ardent devotee of Tulsi. Is the ardent devotee of Krishna. She was always thinking Krishna as her husband. That's why to fulfill her desire, Krishna adopted that form, her husband's form. Then, yeah, then he took away her chastity. So yeah, that's okay. Very nice point. Similarly, uh, any other figure of Krishna? Yes, Mataji. Tell something. Let Bhagavatam class to be very interesting. Think. Yeah. Lord Narsingadev. Take Lord Narsingadev. Lord Narsingadev. Anybody anybody had thought of that Krishna will become like this figure? Beyond imagination. Adokyaji. Means that's why his name is Adokyaji. Beyond your sense perception. Beyond of your experimental knowledge. Hiranyakashipu tried so many experiments. Oh, I should not be killed by any land or heaven or in daytime or evening times. All his experiments, just like Prabhupada said, this Buddha, like a scientist. We want to see, we want to test everything. Unless we, mm, unless we experiment, unless we see Krishna, we cannot accept Krishna as God. So these are they're stubborn. These scientists, material science. That's why Prabhupada used to say, "You rascals, you." Rascals. Hmm? So, Narsinghdev's figure was beyond imagination. Eh? Who had imagined that he will become half lion, half human form of body, and he will kill with byproducted with his nails? Who imagined? No, no, even beyond imagination. And another example, Mataji. Oh yeah, yeah, correct. In this chapter, Mataji said, yeah, Krishna became Brahmana. Although his arms and everything, it was showing that he is not Brahmana. He has some armlet and everything, but he came in disguise of Brahmana. Okay, before Jarasandha, correct. So like that, several examples are there. And in Lord Chaitanya's episode, in Chaitanya's pastimes, and one Brahmana came to his house as a guest. He's trying to cook. He's trying to cook by himself. Lord Chaitanya in the small baby form is coming, and every time he's coming and eating. Then he got disgusted. That Brahmana is telling, oh, this, what bad thing I have done today, I am not able to eat. This may be coming, he's coming and making it juta. You know, he's contaminating. Before I offer to Krishna, then Lord Chaitanya disclosed his form. Correct? Maya Java Krishnam. So that is how we can understand Krishna. That is, mm, that is what Kunti Maharani is saying. Another verse is telling, Janma Aishcharyasya Srivir Edaman Madapuman Naiva Harati Bai Dhatum Bai Naiva Harati Abdhatim Bai. Then Tvam Akinchana Gochara. Avidatum Bhai. What is Avidatum Bhai in this verse? Those who are very much puffed up with that we discussed all this Sankhya philosophy. Those who are where it is coming, that's obstinacy, the stubbornness, where it is coming from. That we discussed. They are those who are puffed up with so-called material position, so-called material beauty. Janma, I have taken birth in Donald Trump's family. Oh, I have so much research, so many buildings in every city. Skyscraper we have. So that means they are becoming proud of. It will not natural. Okay, they don't care. Okay, so so in other words, they don't they are overconfidence. I remember when President Trump was there in United Nations, he, so many other leaders were there. He stand before others. America first. so like, so like that. So like that. This is a tendency, natural tendency. If you are very rich, you will be very proud of. Janma, Sruta, Sriti. If you have so much knowledge, sometimes also you have known so many verses and everything. If you think, oh, I know I'm better than other devotees, that's the falsity. Hmm? And then Janma Sriti Srivir. And if you are very beautiful, sometimes beautiful girls, they are very proud of in film industry. Oh, I am very beautiful. They have naturality, egoism. Okay? Janmasruti Srivir and Yedamano. Yedamano means if you are progressively, you are thinking, you are progressing in that sense. That means if you are thinking, you are progressing. Oh, today I have $1,000,000. Tomorrow I will have 200 millions. Like $1 billion. Like that. If you are progressing that way, what will happen? And it is just like what Kunti Maharani is saying that you will not get the Krishnas, you will not get Abhidhatum Bhai. Abhidhatum Bhai means you will not get feeling for Krishna. Eh? Sincere feeling you will not get. Those who are very puffed up, they will not have sincere feeling. That's a very important word. Abhidhatum Bhai. Okay? Certainly, Abhidhatum Bhai. Uh, I want to add that word. Avidhatum by. Certainly, they will not have sincere feeling, sincere prayer for Krishna. Those who are puffed up with so-called materials, hmm, position, power, everything. So, uh, therefore, then who can approach Krishna? Tam akinchana gocharam. Kunti Maharani is saying, akinchana gocharam means those who do not have any aspiration for anything. Akinchana or niskinchanam also you can take. Niskinchanam means they are not interested in all any material hankering. Okay? Or whoever who is like pure devotees, whatever is going on material world, who cares? Okay? Out of 17, 16 lowest land, what is going on in the street, they are not bothered about. If something is going outside, their only concentration is how to serve Krishna, how to please. They are called niskinchana. Then when materially exhausted, Prabhupada wrote, those who are materially exhausted in this translation, they can approach Krishna. Then Krishna will be tam akinchana gocharam. Then Krishna is available to them. Krishna is not interested in those who are progressing or developing in his material qualification, material beauty, or material wealth. He is not interested. He is not. He remains. He put one curtain, like what we say. Maya java chinna. So that means he put a curtain from them. Alright? This is all about our today's discussion. So any things to discuss or questions? Hari, Hari.
Thank you for your class, Prabhuji. Um, you touched on a lot of good points, and if I start at the beginning of some of the points that you made, I have to start with enthusiasm. When you were speaking about enthusiasm and how it, Krishna gave all these positions to the kings, right? So as far as the topic. Krishna gave these positions to the kings, and Krishna gives men facility to do things, to put different positions, and he wants men to always remember where it's coming from and how to use it in his service. So I was wondering if maybe you could say a little bit about that when you do have position in the world. Devotees, of course, we're servant of servant always, but sometimes we have to take a position in order to serve Krishna, and we have to not have false humility. We can't be like falsely humble. Sometimes humility comes in the form. Prabhupada's one aspect of his humility was to make distinctions and say this is a rascal and this is whatever. But he had to make distinctions out of duty. And even when he was leaving his body, he was apologizing for that. That he,
Correct.
I called people rascals. He was even though he didn't really have to apologize because he had to make distinctions, else we wouldn't know, what is what. So, how do you take these positions of authority, positions of power, and remain humble?
Yeah, very nice question. Usually, what we analyze from your answer, questions, and thing is, yeah. First of all, you said also that how that someone is becoming the president, someone becoming the better position. Actually, that is awarded by Krishna, not by not by their endeavor. If you try, not like a so-called in election, in voting time, of people, they are this party, Democratic Party, Republic Party, they are fighting each other. Who will win? Who will win over the election? They are thinking. But actually, ultimately, it is sanctioned by Krishna, the Supreme Personality Godhead, the Godhead. God wants who, God will decide who will rule over America. Is it okay? Of course, there is a process. We have to vote, cast our vote. We will select which candidate is better, but Donald Trump or Joe Biden. But same time, but who is the ultimate? These are called relativity things. But who is the ultimate cause? Godhead. God will decide who is the huh? Father will, or what is say in Christian, we say, Father will decide who will rule over this such a nice country, such a nice big country. He will decide. He makes you the medium. He makes you instrument. Go and cast a vote, and for him, for this, for that. Ultimately, he is the sanctioner. So whoever is becoming temple president, it is not by whimsical way. This Krishna wants to award that position to him. Then he say, why? Because he deserved, because of his service attitude, because of his qualification. First, Prabhupada used to say, first deserve, then desire. So many, our Navin Krishna Prabhu became temple commander. Why? Why the authority they thought to make him? Because he deserves some qualification. They saw. That means, in other words, Krishna wanted to see him as a temple commander. It is mentioned by Prabhupada that who becomes temple president, he is immediately glanced by Krishna. Krishna immediately look, oh, you are the president. That means Krishna, he is recognized by Krishna. But this is the word used by Prabhupada. So those who are in power, position, it is ultimately coming from him, from Krishna. Yes, second part of your question. Thing is that in that stage, suppose you achieved that position, but if you do not have humility, and because you know what paltry position, that is what here stated in purport. Paltry position you have. That means paltry position means you thought, oh, now I got this, I got that opportunity. I have, so I can do whimsically without consulting with other devotees, or without consulting with other members, or with congressmen, or with senators. I will do anything for myself. What will happen? You will be pulled down. You will be fall down. Natural things. Same way. So, yeah, that is the natural tendency that a person, that is what Kunti Maharani is telling, that when you have good birth, good education, good, beautiful, or you are beautiful, naturally you will have tendency what? You will be puffed up. That is why Kunti Maharani is praying, I don't want anything all this. What? Make me poor, make me poor. Give me more danger, give me more distress, so that I can remember you. That is the Kunti's prayer. Yes, those who are fortunate soul, those who have done enough pious activities in their past life, they can realize at that stage, like Yudhishthira Maharaj, although he was the emperor of the whole world, but he was behaving like what? A devotee, a sincere devotee. That attitude, how will you achieve? It depends several factors. Number one, your past activities, past karma. If you have very good karma in the past, then you will remain humble in that position even. But if your past karma is full of sinful activities, full of something, but by somehow or other you have come to that position, you will adopt the same principle what you have done before. Then you will be puffed up. Correct? So it depends upon your mercy. Number one is your past activities, past karma, and mercy of Krishna. Unless Krishna wants you to be humble, you cannot be humble. In that position, in the in the kingly position. Correct? I mean, Krishna's mercy is required in every field. Correct? Yes. You want to give any comment, Mataji? At least no question. Is comment or any? Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Present Prabhu. Thank you for being in Bhagavatam class. You are acquiring all Sukriti. Although you understand or don't understand, if you simply attend Bhagavatam class, what happens? Tapatrayo mulak trayo unmulanam. And Bhagavatam is telling tapo. eh, Tapatrayo mulanam. All miseries. Three miseries coming from all three modes. Mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. Unmulanam. It will uproot. It will throw away everything from your life. You will always resist in happiness. Hare Krishna. Jai. Thank you for being in Bhagavatam class. Grantaraj Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki. Vancha kalpatarivasya kripa sindhi.